Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Brett McKay from the artofmanliness.com, and today I thought I'd try something new. I wanted to do a series of videos answering some frequently asked questions we get about the site, and also to clarify some misconceptions that we see floating around about the art of manliness, and hopefully give you all a better idea of what we're trying to do. So the first frequently asked question we get all the time is, why did we start the Art of Manliness? And here's the story. So I was sitting in a Borders bookstore one night back in 2007 looking at the men's magazines, and I was looking at the headlines at the Men's Health and the Maxim and the Esquires, whatever, and I realized that every month it's the exact same thing. There's always an article about how to get six-pack abs, how to score 8 chicks this weekend, how to go on this $50,000 safari adventure that no average guy that I know could afford. And that's it. And I remember sitting there thinking, is this what manliness has become? Is this all there is to becoming a man? Six-pack abs and Megan Fox's boobs. And I also noticed that a lot of men, at that moment, I kind of started thinking that a lot of men my age, young men, are kind of confused. They're lacking a lot of direction in their life. They don't have that confidence. They don't know have those skill sets that maybe their dads or their grandfathers had. So I belong to that kind of group, that there's things that I just didn't know how to do or knew that my grandfather or my dad knows how to do. So I decided to start a men's website, basically, that had stuff that I would want to read in a men's magazine, and also kind of learned and explored these issues of what it means to be a man today. So that's what I did. In 2008, I started the Art of Manliness and launched it. And I guess a lot of you guys felt the same way, because the site has just grown since then exponentially. And I get emails all the time from people saying, I was tired of the men's magazines too, and I'm just so glad there's a men's interest site that has the same kind of stuff that I was looking for. So that's why we started this site. We wanted to try something different. That's not like the other men's interest sites that just focus on boobs and cars. But we really want to take seriously the idea of helping men become better men. But we didn't want it to be all serious, and that's one of the misconceptions we get about the site. I think that comes from the name of the title of our website, The Art of Manliness. A lot of people come here thinking that all they're going to find are these really deep philosophical essays about what manliness means today and what it means to be a man. And then when people see an article of like how to jump out of a speeding car, they get really upset thinking this is what they came here for and this is just really silly. What we're trying to do on the Art of Manliness is we have a good mixture of the really deep philosophical stuff, but then we also write just fun, manly stuff that a lot of men are interested in. So we try to have a good mixture. And I think it's important to make a distinction between manliness and stuff that's just manly, right? The manliness we think is a set of core virtues and values that every man should aspire to have. Things like courage and honor and bravery, self-sacrifice, self-reliance. I mean, those are universal values that any man, I think, can benefit, and that's kind of the core of manliness. And then we just write about stuff that's just manly, like things like chopping wood, wearing a hat, mustaches, shaving with a straight razor shaving blade. That stuff is just stuff that traditionally men enjoy talking about. It's manly. But it doesn't, just because you don't shave with a straight razor, just because you don't have a mustache, doesn't make you any less of a man. As long as you're living to aspiring to live those core values of bravery and courage and honor and trying to be the best husband and father you can be, you in my book are a manly man. That other stuff is just kind of fun that we like to write about. So that's that. Yeah, we try to have a good mixture of just fun stuff and then philosophical things. And then a last frequently asked question we get is, what makes you an expert on manliness? The answer is, I'm not an expert. I've never claimed to be an expert. In fact, I'm learning right along with you all. What I do is I think of a topic that I want to learn more about and explore, and I'll read about it, and I'll interview people and talk to them, and I'll even try things myself and to learn about it. Like, I've learned how to tie new knots. I've learned how to clean a gun during my time at the Art of Manliness, stuff I didn't know before. And so what I do is I compile this stuff and write an article and then share it with you all. So, not an expert, just a student in manliness along with you all. and I hope you've enjoyed the stuff that we put out there. So that's it. That's kind of the first video of this series. I hope you've kind of learned something from it and kind of get a better idea of what we're trying to do with the Art of Manliness. So look forward to the next I guess episode where we explain more, and until next time, stay manly.